Hi, I am Charlotte. Welcome to the Milk and Honey Life channel. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me, a very special get ready with me. I have a whole theme of roses. I think it's the best fragrance and the most beautiful flower, and it's perfect for February and Valentine's Day. So I thought, why not just make that the theme of getting ready? We're gonna do skincare, makeup, hair, and fragrance. And I do mean fragrance in this video. So if you're interested in that and this final look, then come along and get ready with me. So I thought I'd just give you the lay of the land here at my vanity first. This is my beloved happy spot. And I have some of my treasured collections up there. My favorite perfume of life, Shalimar. It has a shrine. I'm always kind of rearranging this. I have this little corner rack, which is so convenient. The bottom shelf is my morning skincare, evening skincare, and like extra body and face products on top. Look at this fabulous fan. We're gonna have to use that at some stage in this process. My vintage pink vanity set is my life, my baby. I am obsessed with this set. If you go on eBay or Etsy and you type in vintage pink vanity set, you'll find some similar ones, but look how beautiful it has these butterflies. I treasure this so much. I would absolutely run into my apartment in a fire to save this set. I have this little tray that I got at a thrift store. Some special products that I always have to have. This is my most beautiful thing of life. Okay, this is turning into a vanity tour video. I know we don't have time for that, but look at this vintage Cinderella compact. Oh my gosh. Treasure, absolute treasure. That's why I'm obsessed with my vanity. You should make your vanity a really special place. But anyway, I just wanted to give you kind of the lay of the land so you can picture what's going on here. Okay, so let's get started. The only thing I've done so far to my face was washed it, and I used this micellar water. And I've always used the Garnier brand of this, but I picked this one up because it is rose. So it's pink and it has rose water in it. And honestly, I can't tell a huge difference, but as you'll soon see, we have a big theme for today. And that theme is rose because I am obsessed. So speaking of which, put on some toner next. And this is the rose water toner. I really like this line. Their bottling is so pretty. I will try to link to all the products. It's gonna be a lot. I will try to link to the majority of what I can find of what we discussed today. But I always like to just do my toner on a cotton pad, and I also feel like that helps get any other impurities that I might have missed when I was cleansing. Then I'm gonna use an under eye cream. I really like this one by Glossier. It's called Bubble Wrap, and it's so cute. And I love an eye cream that has a dispenser. So it's really easy to just get out the perfect amount. I don't have my favorite cotton pads right now, and I can tell because they're shedding cotton on my fingers and my face. I'm so dedicated to the Walgreens premium cotton squares. Again, you probably know that. I can't be without them, and I am without them right now. But we're patting on this eye cream. I always like to use the extra on like other wrinkles. And then for my morning serum, I've been loving this brand, Peach and Lily. My friend that's a master esthetician introduced me to this line. This is the Glass Skin Refining Serum, and it feels so decadent and lovely. I love the whole glass skin concept. So nice. And this is just a really nice serum to start the day. Okay, I just gave all that a minute to sink in, and I'm going to start the day with a masking moment. My favorite thing of life is this little 4.0 UFO device. I already have a mask on there. And it's such a nice, it's just amazing. I want to do it with you. I want to show you the magic. So you get these little face mask packets, and look at this one. It is rose. So you just go in the app and you select the mask that you're using. Use a circular motion. And the app tells you what to do. Glide UFO across your face and neck, distributing mask so nice. Evenly. So I can feel it heating up, and as you can see, there's like some LED light therapy going on. So soothing. And it's like kind of a little meditative app experience too. Relax. Now it's massaging. Facial massage. That's 2 sonic pulsations So now we're on to green LED light therapy. And it's like just doing a really gentle massage. And it's no longer heated up, so now it's like cooling. It's just, this is an amazing masking experience. Like, it's not like any other type of mask. I love how at the end it like gently winds down. I don't know if you can hear the vibration is like slowly fading out. It's so soothing. It's like just faded out. That was my moment of skincare zen. That was so nice. I absolutely love using that. Obviously on a day when I'm more rushed, I wouldn't do that whole step. But I really love to treat myself to it whenever I can. Like I said, it's only 90 seconds and it feels like I squeeze so much relaxation into that 90 seconds. Okay, so I just used this face mist. This is that brand again, Peach and Lily, and this is the Glass Skin Veil Mist. And I just want to let like the mask soak in. Let that mist soak in for a minute. I was about to say this routine's not as extra as it seems, but I'm literally fanning myself with a Marie Antoinette fan. I got this pink furry feathery fan on Amazon, and let me just tell you, like, boom, that will make you feel fabulous. And we all need a little boost sometimes. So, okay, we've got our serums done. We did a little mask. We've got a face mist. So now I'm gonna put on some SPF, Paula's Choice Essential Daily Moisturizer. It has SPF 30. And one thing that's nice about this is there's a slight tint, so it doesn't give you the white cast as much as most SPF does. My skin feels so smooth now because I did that mask. Oh my gosh, what a nice treat in the morning. And my skin is very hydrated from all that, but I'm just going to take it the one extra step and add a few drops of face oil. This is the Trader Joe's Rose Face Oil. I love it, and I don't know if it's just my Trader Joe's, but it doesn't seem to be coming out this year. It usually comes out around Valentine's Day, and I've been checking obsessively, and it hasn't come out. So I hope they didn't discontinue it permanently. I know this year has just been like a nightmare for production in general, so maybe that's the holdup. But in general, I really love Trader Joe's face oils. Well, I actually really like their skincare products. It's very affordable. And this one is rose, so it goes with our theme for today's Get Ready With Me / my life, because I cannot get enough. Look at this beauty. Roses, 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 roses. 'Tis the season. I am so in the Valentine spirit. Okay, I think we're ready to get into some actual makeup. So this has been my favorite foundation forever. I'm still using Clinique Beyond Perfecting. The shade I have right now is 06 Ivory. I always question whether it's the right shade. I think because I'm not at all tan right now and I haven't been doing self-tanner, I think this is probably like a bit dark, but I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I will accept the extra color, and I always try to bring it down my neck so that it's not too glaring. And to smooth that in, I'm going to be using the Artis foundation brush. I love these brushes. They definitely live up to the hype. I felt like it might be awkward to use this shape brush, like when I watched other YouTubers use these, but it really feels very natural. It's kind of just like a giant toothbrush. And it's so soft, and like the blend is impeccable with this brush. Another thing I like about this foundation is that it's also a concealer. So I'm gonna put just a little extra dot here where I have like a maskne situation happening. There, I kind of get like maskne at the 4 points where the mask touches your face. So yeah, that's life. And then I also gave myself this little tiny curling iron burn last week, so I'm gonna try to cover that a little bit. and maybe a few more dots onto the eye. This whole area is where I tend to get red throughout the day, so give that a little extra love as well. And I have come to really prefer using a foundation brush than a makeup sponge, mainly because I just don't like to get my fingers all dirty and foundation-y. So this is really nice that you can like stay away from the mess. And it's so simple, but I've become much more of a brush girl. I used to use my fingers to apply eyeshadow and even to blend my foundation sometimes, and now I'm like, if I can have a brush do it for me, I would much prefer that. Okay, so now we are going to powder. That foundation is like really dewy, so I like to powder. Okay, look at this. Look at this vintage powder case. Look at his little feet. And it says Minda Co., Pasadena, California. So fun that so many of my vintage treasures were made like right here in LA. Oh, so cute. It has this little like shelf for the poof. Oh my gosh. Disaster. Oh no.
Oh no, the white one out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to deal with the situation. Okay. The great powder spill of 2021 has been contained. But point is, I love my vintage vanity pieces. So I used to be kind of shy about using powder, and then I've read enough vintage beauty books that they are just so pro powder. They say just go crazy, as you see I'm doing right now. You know, like people think baking is a modern beauty invention, and it's so not. And I was always just very dubious of powder because I don't want to look older than I already am. So I was hesitant, but I have to say it can be so flawless. Like there's a reason women have been wearing powder for as long as we have. So I try not to go like super crazy under my eyes because I do get a lot of smile wrinkles. I'm always smiling. But especially like forehead and cheeks, I just pile it on and I let it sit there for a little bit. So I think while it's sitting, I'm gonna curl my hair. Let's talk about my hair for a second. So salons have been closed here, you know, for the majority of the past year. I managed to get my hair done in September and I hadn't since then. And so the amount of dark roots growing in was literally to like here. And I made a very irresponsible lockdown decision and I colored my own roots. I don't recommend this. I really think it should be left to the professionals. But I just didn't feel comfortable going to a salon with the pandemic like so bad here in California. So I never thought I would learn the skills I have learned this past year, everything from baking bread to upkeeping my own roots at home. But I have to say I'm kind of thrilled, and I almost didn't want to mention this because I don't want anybody to ask me to make a video on it because I'm just not a hair guru. I am not a hair guru. I really think it should be left to the professionals. But that said, I will link the exact video I followed. I used all the products and steps that she said in that video, so go there if you have questions about my hair. Okay, I just put a few drops of rose oil in my hair. This product is favorite of life. It's by Province Beauty. I just get it on Amazon. It has actual little rose petals in the bottom, which is just precious. And it's got rose petals, peony, and bergamot. And I love all of those scents, but especially the rose. And it's a hair, nail, and body oil. So I just put a little bit in the ends of my hair. I'm gonna be layering some fragrances today. So I'm also gonna spritz my hairbrush with a couple spritzes of rose perfume. This is Stella McCartney perfume, and I love it. So I don't think it's gonna hold a curl very well because I did just wash it the other day, but I'm gonna quickly use my curling iron and create some pin curls to try to help hold the shape while we do the rest of the makeup. All right, the hair has been pinned into place and that will allow it to like cool and set. Hopefully my curls won't just fall immediately out. And then meanwhile, one of my nails, my press-on nails just came off. So I just glued that back on. I feel like every YouTuber jokes about when you do a get ready with me, like just everything that can go wrong goes wrong. Also, it's Mercury retrograde right now and I swear it's just been like funny little mishaps, like the powder explosion just constantly in my life. Anyway, I was just thinking of a few things I should tell you. Okay, so this hairbrush is the cutest hairbrush of all time. I love wet brushes and they came out with these princess ones, like so cute. My nails are Kiss press-ons in the stiletto shape and I filed them down, but I really like how long they are because I love a long nail. And then I painted them myself with a Zoya nail polish. Which one was it? With this Zoya polish called Jody. So it's like a really fun Barbie pink. And I had to fill you in on that. So now let's move on with the makeup. That powder has been setting. I'm just gonna brush off the excess. And I feel like that always leaves a really nice finish. I just got this palette. I thought this was so cute. Physicians Formula, and look at the rose and like the tropical print and the pink and the green. I just absolutely think this is beautiful. The rose print. Yeah, the butter bronzer is like the famous one. So I always just go around the outer perimeter of my face and then under my cheekbones and jawline. I'm also going to do my eyelid crease with the darker shade and using another artist brush. Kind of aimed a little high there. But it's sort of nice to give yourself a brow lift. I don't have a lot of eyelid space, so I have to work with what I got. And since it's a rose theme, I also just have to use this highlighter. It's so pretty. And I haven't been using a ton of highlighter, but I always like to get my nose and like right under my brow bone. If you haven't seen this yet, you're gonna just burst. Look at this cuteness. OMG, this is a blush. The brand is Winky Lux. They make the cutest stuff, like the most clever packaging. So the blush is in the shape of a rose. It's just so cute. And I was scared to use it because I thought I would just smush the rose, but you just lightly tap your brush on it and it's surviving very well. And it makes me so happy. And it goes with our theme for today. So it's a really pretty light natural blush on me. I think I want to go for something with like a little more pigment too. Hot Mama by The Balm. They have the cutest packaging. This is so pigmented and I think it's a dupe for NARS Orgasm, which I love that blush. I'm just gonna barely touch it. And it just makes me so pink and I just love that. It's hard for blushes to stay on me, so I usually like to like go big in the morning with my blush. And then at some point in the day it fades to perfect, and then at some point in the day it disappears. But there's that moment when it's good. But you see like the pigment difference, like that blush is just so fun. Okay, let's go ahead and do lips really quick too. I think I want to use this Revlon shade, Pink in the Afternoon. One of my favorites, classic Audrey Hepburn shade. I love a shade like this that's just kind of effortless to apply. Like you don't really need a lot of lip liner or to fuss over it too much. You just kind of slap it on there because it's sort of like a natural lip shade. But you do always need to blot. And obviously red is kind of the go-to choice for Valentine's Day, and I am fully in support of that. But something about just February and it's starting to feel kind of springy here in LA, like I've been in a pink mood. So I'm just layering on top one of my favorite glosses. This is the NYX Butter Gloss, or NYX. I never know how to say that. And the color is Eclair. And I just think this is a perfect pink gloss. and nice to layer on top. So I need to deal with the eyes. I'm gonna zoom you in a bit. For eye color, I'm gonna use this palette. This is Marc Jacobs from the Christmas line, and I just thought I just fell in love with it so hard. Like, look at these rhinestone cherries. And it has all these pretty shades of red and pink, and it's really fun to play with. And then especially for Valentine's Day, I just feel like, let's just play with all the red and the pink everything. So first what I'm gonna do is like a base neutral color. This is called Juicy. And I'm just gonna get the actual lid and bring it up under my brow bone a little bit. I always like to warn when I make makeup videos that I am not a makeup artist by any means. I'm just like a real girl that has loved playing with makeup since I was little. So let's do this really fun bright red on the lid. This one is called Extra. How fitting. And these are very pigmented, so I can tap a lot off of the brush. And since this is a bolder color, I'm going to mostly focus it on the middle and the outer edge of my eyelid. I like using, oh my gosh, I haven't been telling you what brushes I've been using. I'm so sorry. Quick summary. For powder, I use the IT Cosmetics Velvet Powder Brush. For bronzer, I use this Sephora contour brush. I mean, let's be real, the numbers have rubbed off of these things. For blush, I use the IT Cosmetics Blush Brush. And now I'm using a Sephora eyeshadow brush. Like, just look at the shape of the brushes, that's the important thing. I like a densely packed, like smaller brush. Like I said, I have like small eyelids. Like, I just don't have a lot of real estate to work with. I wish I had huge, beautiful canvases for eyeshadow. Like, just tons of room to play, but I really have to make do with what I got. So I like to use a smaller brush so I can like really precisely place the shadow on the lid, and then I'll go in with a bigger brush and blend it. So now I'm gonna add a little sparkle. Use this red right here, which is called Cherries. And I do get a little bit of fallout from this, so I'm just gonna barely pack it in place there. I used to be really scared of doing a red eyeshadow look because I just thought I might look like sleep deprived. And maybe it does, but I just think it's so much fun to play with, and it's like such a bold look. So let's do this lighter pink as well. This one is Ask For, and we can bring that more to the inner corner. Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm gonna blend this all in a second, but right now I'm just kind of placing it where I want. And I'm gonna stop myself there. I want to keep playing, but I think it's best if I don't go too crazy. All right, now we'll blend it. This brush has rubbed off, but probably a Sephora eyeshadow brush. I like to use the bigger, fluffier ones for this. And this is when I just lightly bring everything together. I think this is the biggest key. You really don't want to have any harsh lines because it calls attention to your makeup in all the wrong ways. So I'd rather people just like subtly notice this light, pretty color than seeing like a harsh line of demarcation where it's clear that the application happened. So blend, blend, blend. And I like to bring it under the eye, etc. Yay for pink, red, festive lids. Okay, next let's do a little eyeliner. I shared that I've been loving this liquid eyeliner by Dollface. So what I like about this is it's not a very flexible tip, and I can use it kind of like a stamp. So I go all the way to my inner corner. Also really helps if you prop your elbow on something. And I just lightly stamp it onto my lid, because if I drag across, then I risk getting like little bumps and snags. But if I get it as close to the lashes as possible, and then once I get to about this point where it's not really comfortable to have this angle, I flip sides to get that last little bit. And then I'll just kind of go back and touch it up if it needs it. And there we go. It's like as thin of a line as I can get. I like it to be thin because, like I keep saying, small eyelids, so I don't want to waste a lot of space on liner. All right, now things are gonna get interesting. I'm gonna curl my lashes. This curler is by Shiseido, and I swear by it more than any other eyelash curler. And curling your lashes makes such a huge difference. Don't be scared. I know it looks scary, but it's so worth it. It takes no time at all. And then I'm gonna just put a little coat of mascara. Oh, I lost a lash. I get to make a wish. So this is my mascara of life, Better Than Sex by Too Faced. It's starting to dry out. I need to get a new one. But I do like doing my first coat with a dry mascara because it gets a lot less clumpy. And then I'm just gonna get my lower lashes with this Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. It works so much better because the wand is so tiny. And it's a great formula that never transfers onto my cheek. And after every time I do mascara, I always come in with a Q-tip and just clean up any little specks. If you kind of like twist, that one didn't go so well, but if you sort of twist as you rotate over it, the cotton will pick it up for you. And it just looks so much cleaner and nicer if you take the second to get those little specks off. Okay, so I'm gonna pop on some false lashes when I'm scared because I'm really not great at this. But these are velour lashes. I think they're really pretty and natural. The style is called Short and Sweet. I'm really not too good at this, but it's such a pick-me-up. I've found in lockdown especially, it's such a pick-me-up to have your lashes looking as fabulous as possible. So I'm just gonna put on some Duo Lash Glue. I'm gonna give it like a good 30 seconds. And I don't know, don't make me your eyelash guru. Like, look up a video on this because that's what I do. And I just drop it on there and I just hope for the best. I don't know, that felt kind of traumatic. I don't know if that's in place well at all. I'll just kind of lightly comb it. And also I like to use the eyelash curler. Is this thing like falling off or what? To sort of put the natural with the falsies. Just a quick press. And I feel like that helps get everything together. And then also we can do just a touch of mascara to help incorporate them. But like, isn't that just so much more dramatic and like you feel so much more like a Disney princess? I always thought doing false lashes at home was like too much of a bother, but I'm starting to really be a believer. Like, what a pick-me-up. I feel so much better about myself on this side of my face now. So here's the result of the eye look. I really hope these lashes are on okay. It's totally not my strong suit, but doesn't it just look so much more dramatic? And like, I love the kind of doe-eyed look. So let's just touch up the brows using my beloved cheap e.l.f. brow pencil, and I don't get too fussy with it. Like, just kind of marker them in. So that is the makeup look. I feel like a new woman. Like, makeup can be such a huge pick-me-up. Let's take the curlers out and say a prayer to the curling iron gods that the shape holds a little bit. So curly. I'm encouraged that it looks that curly because it often starts to fall straight right away. So I know every hair curling tutorial is like, just brush it out and trust the process. But like, half the time when I brush it out, it just goes straight instantly. Like, you can probably already see how much this is falling, but I think we're gonna be okay. I'm excited. So I like to use a comb to brush it out because I just feel like it does a little less damage, but it's debatable. Brushed through my curls a little bit and I added a hat because I'm sort of basing this on like a picnicky type of vibe and it just felt right. So we have done skincare, hair, makeup, and I just want to take one last second to talk about fragrance because I don't think any look is complete until you also consider the sense of smell. So I love to layer my fragrances, and I think as long as you do it very conscientiously, you won't go overboard. And also it's important to make sure everything goes together. So like I said, the theme is rose. Earlier this morning I put on this deodorant, Dove Rose Petals, and it's a very mild rose scent, which I think is good. There we go. It's a very mild rose scent, which I think is good because you don't want, I don't know, you don't want like overly chemical smelling, hardcore smelling deodorant. Then you also saw that I used this rose oil, so my hair smells lightly of rose from that. This oil, I'm telling you, this oil is amazing. Just separate note. Like in the evenings, I take a bath and then put this oil on and everything smells so good. My bathroom smells good, my bedroom smells good, my sheets smell good, my pajamas smell good, I smell good. Like, it's amazing. Okay. So we've layered those fragrances. I spritzed my hairbrush with the Stella McCartney Rose fragrance. This is not the bottle it comes in, by the way. I have a little purse-sized atomizer that I decanted some of it into, so that's what that scent is. And now for my actual fragrance. I'm going to be using Amazing Grace Ballet Rose. And this is a truly lovely rose scent. I love the Philosophy line. They're so heavenly. And I love that you can get their scents in lotions and in perfumes because in my experience, when you layer the two, it just takes the fragrance to the next level and it really makes it last throughout the day. Anytime I've ever like complimented a stranger on her fragrance, it's almost always been a Philosophy line, and I feel like it's because she's probably layering her lotion and her perfume. Like, I don't ask strangers in elevators this, but maybe I should. So I'm just gonna put the lightest little spritz there and the lightest little spritz on my wrist, and that is it because, like I said, everything has been layered, so it all flows together in different shades of rose color and smell, and that just makes my heart so happy. So I think this could be perfect for Valentine's Day or just February, the month of love. And if nothing else, I hope it inspired you just to take a little extra time. Yes, be extra, whatever, in the morning. If you do incorporate something like a face mask in the morning, or adding false lashes just because they truly boost your self-confidence so much, or taking the time to put on a fragrance or two, or four. These little things add up, and I know I'm always preaching to you guys about this, but I just feel really strongly about it, and I know you're not taking enough time for yourself and you're not treating yourself as much as you should, because we women just don't. We're always caregiving for others, and especially in these crazy hectic times, pretty sure that that's what you're doing too. So if this can inspire you to make your morning routine a little bit specialer, I hope that you'll treat yourself because you deserve it and you need it. You need quality time for yourself sometimes. So I'll get off my soapbox. I will go start my day, and thank you so much for getting ready with me, and hit subscribe and stay tuned, and maybe we can get unready together next. So yeah, if you think that would be fun, let me know, and I will see you then. Bye.